Hi, this is Keith with Positively Osceola, and I am here with Dr. Debra Pace, the Superintendent of School District of Osceola County, and we are here this morning at Coa Elementary. And we want to thank you first for spending a moment with us.
Absolutely.
We know you're busy, and so we really thank you. Obviously, this discussion is pertaining to the terrible tragedy that happened in Parkland, Florida on the 14th. So, we just wanted to spend a few minutes with you, and again, we thank you. It's a terrible thing.
It is a terrible thing.
And, we realize that, the discussions in Osceola County would be wide and constant because, we all have concerns over our children. My wife and I have, as I've shared, my wife and I have a 17-year-old, and, we have absolute trust with the school district of Osceola County when we drop him off at school. Or when he stays over school at a function. But it's challenging, and so we just wanted to communicate with you. So where are we at right now as far as the school district of Osceola County? What would you like to share with us, and then with the parents that might be listening?
Right. Well, thank you again for this opportunity, Keith, to share a little bit more with parents about what we are trying to do to increase and secure our schools as best we possibly can for all of our students. Number one, obviously, our hearts go out to the folks in Parkland. And we have been sympathetic and have been aggressive in following back up on our own security plans and procedures to make sure that those are as tight as they can be and that they're well known by administrators, by teachers, by students in terms of how we would respond. But more importantly, how do we prevent these types of things? I truly believe that something Osceola County has going for it are the strong relationships that we build with our students and our parents and our community members, and then the open and honest communication that we try to maintain. We do believe that if you see something you need to say something. If you hear something, say something. At the same time, there's the balance between what's a credible threat and what's not a credible threat. One of the things that our law enforcement agencies have been fantastic about is just providing some extra presence on campus. They may be driving by. They may be taking time just to better familiarize themselves with our campuses and their layouts and the administrative teams. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's a problem. At the same time, when threats have come forward, they have been aggressive in partnering with the school district to investigate and try to get to the bottom of those. And I want to again say to parents and to students and to staff, if there's a credible threat, you're going to hear from the school district. We're going to use every mechanism that we have, from our call-out system, from our electronic social media calls, to remind, to get information out to you. It may be once we've resolved the situation, but we will continue to communicate as much as we can, and we want you to continue to do that with us. We just can't keep chasing rumor after rumor after rumor. That becomes a distraction from the learning environment, and that is our first priority, teaching and learning for kids.
Yeah, and I think you touched on something extraordinarily important, which is the relationship between the parents and the students and the teachers in the school. I've shared this with you before. We feel very much that it's our responsibility to not just drop off our son, to be a part of the school, volunteer at the school as best as we can. It's a busy world we live in.
It is a busy world.
And people work a lot, and that makes it challenging for people. But we look for those opportunities and those interests that our son has, in our case, and try to be a part of that. And in that, it does open up communication and relationships with the teachers and the leadership of the school. So
and we understand that not everyone can be as involved as
Sure.
you are in the work with your child, but we still want to maintain those relationships as much as we possibly can, and count on our teachers to have that kind of communication with their students. To take it a step further, tomorrow night I will be meeting with our school board members in a closed-door session with our local law enforcement officials, the sheriff, both of the police chiefs, as well as our elected bodies, to have some further discussion about, are there additional things that we can put into place to further secure our campuses and to continue to work together. Some people might say, well, why is that a closed-door session?
Right.
We can't reveal all of our security measures to everybody, because then the people who are trying to use them against us would have very easy access.
Right.
So there are secrets in some cases that we protect, but that is only to further secure our staff, our teachers, and our students, everybody involved in the school campuses.
Great. So if I'm hearing you correctly, for us as parents, cooler heads prevail.
Please.
That's a little wise. Allow for this for the transition to whatever that's going to be, whatever
Right.
it looks like between the school district of Osceola County, the county itself, and the law enforcement agencies. Allow for that to happen. My hat's off to you for how quickly you have put that together, and the law enforcement agencies have put that together as well. Going at this, I know Governor Scott is certainly seems to be moving quickly in that realm, and that's
Yes.
going to obviously come into your world as well. So we'll see what that is. You know, we do implicitly trust you.
And we appreciate that so much. And certainly there is a sense of urgency. Always, we want to have that sense of urgency for safety and security, but this terrible tragedy just brings it really close to home.
It does. It does. And so we thank you again for getting right at it, and you know, all our best to you and to the law enforcement agencies that are at it with you. So
Thank you for being a great partner.
glad to be.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Pace. Again, this is Keith with Positively Osceola with Dr. Pace, Superintendent of School District of Osceola County. Together, we're making a positive difference in Osceola County.
Absolutely.